Good afternoon. I'm Ray Collins. Scott is off today. Topping our news at noon. Early this morning, by just one vote, the Senate voted down repealing Obamacare. And among the three senators who broke party ranks, John McCain, who previously campaigned against Obamacare. Janae Norman has more now from Capitol Hill.
A devastating and embarrassing defeat for Republicans.
The amendment's not agreed to.
After 7 years of promises, unable to make good on their vow to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act.
This is, clearly a disappointing moment.
Obviously, we still came up short, and I'm very disappointed.
Republicans' last-ditch effort to rewrite Obamacare dead on the Senate floor, 49-51, falling just one vote short.
Clerk will call the roll.
The vote began at 1:24 a.m. and moments later,
Mr. McCain.
Senator John McCain casting the decisive vote with a thumbs down, landing the final blow. In the Senate chambers, you could hear the shock. First gasps, then applause. The so-called skinny repeal bill would have eliminated only some parts of Obamacare, like the mandate that all Americans have insurance. But that could have left 16 million more Americans uninsured over the next decade and caused premiums to spike by 20%.
We are relieved that millions and millions of people who would have been so drastically hurt by the three proposals put forward will at least retain their health care.
President Trump responded with a tweet calling to let Obamacare implode and then make a deal. But Democrats and even Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell say it's time to move on. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Here at home, an upscale Siesta Key neighborhood continues to have issues with crime. San Remo has 67 homes and sits on the bay near the North Bridge to Siesta Key. Despite the beautiful area, neighbors report at least 7 property crimes and around a dozen burglaries over the last few years. They say this is not why they moved here.
We're deeply concerned with the level it is right now. We're transients, we're from Midwest, we're from the East Coast, wherever, and we're not used to seeing these kind of things happen.
Some residents blame a lack of police presence. They're asking the city to beef up patrols there. New at noon, it was show and tell day this morning for the Manatee County Emergency Operations Center. They held an open house to show the media their newest emergency preparedness equipment and kits. The event gave reporters a chance to get a look at the equipment and the team in case they're activated for a serious storm. Officials say the technology is different from 15 years ago, and they want the public to be aware of it.
Day to day, every American citizen has access to digital media, to social media. They have a smartphone or they know somebody with a cell phone. And we didn't have that the last time we had a major storm in the state of Florida. So a lot of the things that we do in media now is we try to reach people on those mobile devices and through social media.
The Public Safety Center is on 47th Terrace East in Bradenton. The demonstration was part of the hurricane prep activities. Some fun in the sun today for kids at the Boys and Girls Club of Sarasota. This morning was the inaugural Rock the Boat Regatta, and our Jacqueline Matter was there. Jacqueline?
Good afternoon, Ray. After spending weeks working on their boats made entirely of duct tape and cardboard, 12 teams took to the water this morning to compete in the inaugural Rock the Boat Regatta. Kids were competing for 3 awards: the most creative, fastest boat, and the prestigious title of Ultimate Rock the Boat Regatta Champion. The fun and educational event all started after duct tape company Intertape Polymer Group teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Sarasota. Students had to put their knowledge to the test to make their boats using factors like engineering and math skills to make sure their ship didn't sink to the bottom.
We had to factor in the weight of each other and then the size of the boat. So we kind of just had to we did the race car theme, so we did a little bit big.
For some of the boats, they were too tiny, or some boats they didn't have the correct sizing. So we made ours big so we wouldn't sink, and we made our walls extra sturdy.
Organizers of the event say they hope next year is bigger and better than this year's event. They hope other companies in the community will come out and join them. And Ray and John, I even told them, hey, give me a boat. I'll come out there. It looked so much fun. It was a great time, and it was so hot. I'm sure they enjoyed being in that water.
Don't you know?
Yeah.
How long did they stay afloat?
All of them.
Really?
None of them really sank.
Yeah,
there was one where they kind of sat a little top heavy, and the front kind of almost went down.
Okay.
But other than that, they were all doing pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Cardboard and duct tape worked.
Yeah, it worked.
All right.
We doubted them, but
All right.
They did it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jacqueline.
it takes a lot of disciplines to do that. It takes engineering, you know, it would take some creativity.
It's
all
beyond
kinds
me,
of
I'll
things.
tell you. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We do have some showers and thunderstorms around, though, so luckily that didn't bother anybody. At the event, we have one thunderstorm that's brewing in inland areas right now, and I think inland is probably the location we'll see most of this stuff happening during the afternoon. You know, the showers and the thunderstorms all occurring in those locations as the west wind begins to develop. Now, we did have a little bit of activity early this morning, pre-dawn stuff, light showers near Venice, but that's come and gone, and I think 30% chance of showers during the remainder of the afternoon into the evening, and they'll gradually become more and more focused in inland areas, but temperatures are going to be warm today, no doubt about it. It's sweltering. Go with 92 as our daytime high, and it feels like about 100 to 105. Complete forecast in a minute, Ray.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, John. Some lane closures this weekend. A few lanes will be closed near I-75 and State Road 64. State DOT crews are widening the on and off ramps to the interstate and also installing sidewalks and bike lanes on State Road 64. Most of the work will take place overnight. It should be done in about 2 years. Well, it was a week of earning reports on Wall Street, so let's check with Jeff Stern. Jeff, how did the market do in light of this timing?
Ray, earnings all week were strong for the most part. There's a couple down, but as we know, Boeing crushed it. Google, Amazon, Starbucks, not so much. So far the week, the Dow was up 0.5%. S&P was positive, but 0.04%, so not much. NASDAQ was down just a little bit, thanks to some of those earnings, or lack thereof, 0.08% for the week. The Fed left rates unchanged, which we pretty much knew. GDP was positive due to consumer spending rise, so that's all positive. Let's see how we're currently trading. This morning, the futures were down when I woke up. Right now, the Dow's trading at 21,778, down 17 points, 0.08%. NASDAQ's negative as well, 6,361, down 21 points, 0.33%, while the S&P 2,467, down 8 points, 0.25% as well.
Interesting week for car buffs. Tesla had their cheapest car come out today, and also Rolls-Royce Phantom also this week as well.
Yeah, both ends of the spectrum, that's for sure. Phantom came out, Rolls-Royce, which we know is owned by BMW, although they do keep everything separate over time. BMW is the ultimate driving machine, what they like to call themselves, while the ultimate luxury machine belongs to Rolls-Royce. The new Phantom will be coming out. It's a bit shorter, although surprisingly, it's still longer than a Chevy Subaru. It's all aluminum. Roof is twice the height of a tire, and that's a big deal they try to keep, so that's pretty impressive. There's all glass case on the dash. That's kind of their new thing where you can pick what kind of artwork or feathers or DNA in front. There's a lot of different things out there. The horsepower, 563 for those of you who care. V12 engine, they say it can get up to 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds. The 8-speed transmission is connected to satellite, which will help it properly gear for the roads ahead. Pretty impressive. Right now, you can start looking at them for about $500,000, Ray.
Wow.
Rolls-Royce, excuse me, is trading around over 900. It's up 14% for the year. We'll see how it continues with this new Phantom coming out.
You lost me at feathers and DNA. All right.
Check it out.
Have a nice weekend, Jeff.
Enjoy yours.
Monday night is the debut of MTV's new reality show called Siesta Key. It documents some young adults having fun and going out late on the Suncoast. We talked to a couple of the 7 cast members on the Suncoast View about what it was like to be on this Siesta Key reality show.
We're in our early 20s. We're trying to figure out what we want. It's a little bit difficult to have a serious relationship in Siesta Key.
For sure.
I wouldn't say it's more than...
It's not over the top,
Yeah.
bang, boom, oh my gosh, but it's definitely everybody has their own problems,
Yeah.
and we captured it beautifully in this show.
You can watch the full exclusive interview with both Brandon and Chloe today at 4 p.m. on the Suncoast View right here, ABC 7. The show's first episode is Monday night, 10 p.m. on MTV. Time for lunch. Let's go out to Cooper Creek now and say hello to Chef Judy, who is at the Tandoor Fine Indian Cuisine. Hi, Judy.
Well, hi there, Ray. This is, Tandoor has been in town for many years. This is their second location. They relocated across the street from the UTC Mall. It's right near Marshall's. And as you can see, it's just a busy, hustling place with regulars that come a couple times a week. Now, they serve a buffet at lunch that's very reasonable. It has a wide variety, as most Indian restaurants do. But we're going to get to experience the wonderful flavors of this great dynamic mother-daughter team that bring the flavors of India and homemade naan breads all to you. So stay with me throughout the hour. You'll get to meet Poonam, and we'll find out what's deliciously on the menu, Indian-style cuisine.
The ABC7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you. Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
I just love our viewer photos. This is, I think, just a beautiful shot of crepuscular rays. You've seen them, the sort of rays that emanate from a setting or rising sun, or sometimes even sun behind the clouds. When you get little breaks in the clouds and the sun rays can kind of peek through those breaks in the clouds, and the rays then kind of scatter on moisture or dust in the air and gives that beautiful impression that you can see. All those rays, by the way, converge on the location of the sun below the horizon there. This one's sent in by Donna. We thank her for that. Absolutely gorgeous. Send them in to us, and we'll put them on our Facebook page. Sure do appreciate that. I'm going to post this one today at John Scalzi, ABC7. Thank you very much, Donna. Made my day. We're looking at some very hot weather outside. Almost 90 degrees already, and the dew point is at 74. If you are out for any length of time, you are going to know how sweltering it is and just how high that heat index is going to take us this afternoon, up to 100, 105, as we have been over the last 3 or 4 days. Now, we have some rainfall coming later in the weekend, and some of it's going to be pretty heavy over a 3 or 4 day period. But it will lower our daytime high temperatures just a little bit. So if you've needed some relief from that air conditioning bill, you may get it as we head into next work week particularly. 90 in Bradenton Parish, 91 Lakewood Ranch, 90 in Mayaca, Arcadia, Wauchula, 84 in Punta Gorda, 89 in Northport, 88 in Inglewood. They had a shower move through that region. 90 in Venice, 89 in Sarasota. Yeah, we're not done yet. We still got the afternoon to go. So we are looking at temperatures today that maybe near the coast are 94, but 92. But inland, you're looking at 93, 94, 95 degree temperatures most likely. Showers in progress in inland areas scattered across the state. Moisture is on the increase across the region. One shower right now moving into areas around Arcadia to the north and to the south, probably filling in the gaps as it moves inland. You'll get some rainfall if you're in Pine Level or Arcadia or Brownsville over the course of the next half hour to 45 minutes. Those showers in the process, though, of dissipating, so it's not going to be a heavy rain particularly. Out in Gulf waters, there are more of those showers on the way, and across the nation, we do have a bullseye for stronger storms from the Kentucky-Tennessee valleys on up through the mid-Atlantic. Severe Storm Prediction Center defines this area as a location where stronger storms could occur. So Atlanta Airport may be under the gun a little bit later on. So too Washington, D.C. airports and Charlotte and Raleigh-Durham as well. So bear that in mind this afternoon. There could be some airport delays. For us, it's just standard thunderstorm activity. Now, the reason for those thunderstorms is this low pressure area, which is going to produce some really big storms over the course of the next 24 hours. Could get some big waves up along the coastline here and some heavy flooding rains. A lot of flood warnings up with this particular system. And as it pulls off into the mid-Atlantic, it's going to draw down this frontal boundary. The frontal boundary sticks across North Florida, nudges that high pressure ridge south, and as it does that, our rain chances go up significantly. That's going to happen on Sunday. Watch for that. Our rain chances will jump from the 30% today to the 60% on Sunday, and even higher on Monday and Tuesday and possibly even Wednesday. At the end of that 4 or 5 day period, some places could see 4 or 5 inch rainfall accumulations. So pretty wet period coming our way, Ray.
All right, thank you, John. I think on to health news now. Governor Rick Scott is going after opioid traffickers now. In Orlando yesterday, the governor signed a bill into law that creates new penalties for trafficking synthetic opioid drugs and fentanyl. For him, he says this issue hits close to home.
It's a brother, and you know, he dealt with drug abuse. He's dealt with drug abuse his whole life.
The governor says his latest legislation sends the message that Florida will not tolerate those who take advantage of vulnerable people fighting this national opioid epidemic. Well, summertime means sunshine, hot weather, and plenty of mosquitoes. But there are ways to avoid them. Here's some reminders. Apply repellent that contains DEET. Experts say it's the most effective. Also, don't keep any standing water around. It's a breeding ground for pests. And be cautious of what you wear as well.
Certain types of clothing are much better than others. Lighter clothing actually doesn't attract them as much as dark clothing. Longer sleeves or pants obviously would be a better barrier than short sleeves.
Mosquitoes can carry illnesses like West Nile, Zika virus, and yellow fever. Doctors say be mindful of locations you travel with high instances of mosquito-related illnesses. On to sports now. Aaron Judge has a lot to smile about, but that smile now looks a little bit different. Watch this. The Yankees rookie lost part of his tooth while celebrating his team's victory last night over the Rays. It happened when a helmet he was holding was bumped up back toward him and hit him right in the mouth during that celebration. Ouch. Well, there it goes again. New York pulled out a 6-5 win in the bottom of 11 last night, putting them within half game of the AL East leading Boston Red Sox. Meantime, the Rays are doing some wheeling and dealing right now. First off, the New York Mets sent first baseman Lucas Duda to the Rays for minor league pitcher Drew Smith. Duda is hitting .246, 17 homers, 37 RBIs this season. The Rays also picked up lefty reliever Dan Jennings from the White Sox for minor league first baseman Casey Gillespie. Still to come, a 5-star retreat for local pets. And what happened to the mother of 2 on an Alaskan cruise ship? Police have now charged her husband in her death. We'll hear from other passengers coming up.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab for as low as $24,999. Or spread out in your spacious new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $10,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
This is important news for women who were administered chemotherapy intravenously for breast cancer and then suffered permanent hair loss. Some women administered the breast cancer chemotherapy drug Taxotere have suffered from permanent hair loss on scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. If you suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy for breast cancer, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Florida Studio Theater presents The Absolute Brightness of Leonard Pelkey, an award-winning Southeastern regional premiere featuring one man in a tour de force performance that audiences are calling spectacular, excellent, and amazing. Critics agree, calling it a brilliant and evocative performance that's both captivating and revealing. The Absolute Brightness of Leonard Pelkey is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
All right, time to meet our pet of the week. John is with the founder of Dante's Den and the host of Animal Outtakes, Marcia Panucci, to tell us all about baby Misty. Hey, guys.
Oh, what a cute dog.
Oh, yes. This is Baby.
Hello, Baby.
And Baby, she's got some long bangs here.
She
so
does.
They need to be a little trim.
Little trim, maybe.
Yeah, a little trim, yeah. But she is 10 years old. I should say 10 years young.
Yeah.
And she is just adorable, kind of a poodle mix. We see a little terrier in her, a lap dog, as you can obviously see. Loves everybody. She hasn't met a dog, a cat, or a person, or a baby that she does not like. And she dances.
Does she?
She dances.
Gets up on her back legs?
Yes, she dances.
Aww.
She's such a happy little girl.
She is so sweet. I mean, we just met, and we're best of friends already.
Absolutely. She's saying, take me home, Uncle John.
No, I know. You want to join the brood? Oh, hi, honey. How are you? She's very friendly.
Very, very friendly.
Do we know anything about her previous life?
Well, we know that she was owned by somebody, and unfortunately, they could not keep her. And so she came to the Bishop's rescue, and she's been charming them ever since she got there. So
she's probably then house trained?
Well, we think so. Yeah, we think so.
She's been with a family?
Yes, yes. And you can tell. Now, I see a little schnauzer in her. Right in here, I see that little area in there. And then, of course, we have this gorgeous hair that she does let flop over her.
She's just adorable.
She is. And, you know, when we come here, we talk about this so much, John. When they get in front of the cameras, we're really asking a lot of these dogs during this segment because they get nervous. The cameras are robotic. They're moving back and forth, and look at how calm she is.
No nerves here.
No nerves, no. And she loves to ride in cars.
Oh,
she loves to ride in cars.
That's a good thing. You're a good traveler.
Yes.
Huh? Like to get out and about.
And she
no health issues that we know of, right?
None that we know of at this moment, you know, but she's looking to be in somebody's lap.
Yes,
and,
indeed. She'd make a great house pet for someone. And And
yes.
again, the size, they can get into any condo.
Any condo, any apartment. Yeah. And of course, as I said, she does love to ride in cars, and she kind of likes to sit on your lap and stick her head out and enjoy all of that. And, you know, with her health as we know it today, she's got a number of years left.
Well, you know, we got a little puppy at home. Well, she's not 2 years old, but she's still got all of her puppy energy and just plays and plays and plays. We were trying to find a little friend for her. So we got a 10-year-old dog who became part of the herd, and those two just get along all day long. They play and play and play. So 10 years.
Well, they don't recognize age.
Yeah.
They don't recognize
not like
it.
we do.
No, not.
They don't complain about aches and creaks and stuff.
No.
All right. How do they get in touch with you?
All they have to do is, of course, give Bishop's Animal Shelter a call at 941-792-2863. Obviously, you'll fill out an application, have an interview, and then see if Baby'd like to come home with you.
Baby's the name. Sweet dog. Ray?
All right, thank you, folks. New at noon, soon pets on the Suncoast will have their very own 5-star oasis. Groundbreaking for the newest Bayside Pet Resort takes place this afternoon. The luxury pet resort will be located on Garnett Trail in Lakewood Ranch, just northeast of Lorraine Road. The 14,000-plus square foot building will include overnight lodging, daycare, grooming, training, and gourmet treats. Doesn't sound bad. An opening date has yet to be announced. Speaking of gourmet treats, let's go back now to Chef Judy at Tandoor Fine Indian Cuisine in Cooper Creek. Judy?
Well, now I get the fun of hearing the backstory of Tandoor, and who better to tell us than the owner who brought this delicious restaurant to the Suncoast many years ago. Punam, tell us the story of how you started Tandoor.
Tandoor started in 2001 on a Clark Road. It was just something that meant to happen. I was a passionate cook, and opportunity arrived, and we decided to go for an Indian cuisine. And then 4 years ago, we moved here. It's a blessed location, and my daughter and I run this place. 2013 we started here, and it's been amazing since then.
It really, I mean, it's, if you can probably see behind me, they keep walking in, but there's crowds basically every day of the week, and I know you're open every day. There's a new component to your passion. I wouldn't say necessarily new, but you have some new information to share, a nonprofit that you've started, and how dining here can help others.
Not only that, we work hard to bring a real, authentic, delicious meal to our guests, but I believe in giving back to the community. So to do that, I am a founder of a Share Care Global community, which is already serving, it's a first shelter, about 500 to 600 less fortunate people a day. And I'm having an evening in an India event on November 3rd to support a woman entrepreneurship program across the globe. And I want to give back and help kids and women to be independent.
It's so exciting. So you can have your butter chicken and do good things, and that's November 3rd, you said, right?
When you enjoy your meal at Tandoor, you're also having someone else enjoy their meal. Every day, 10% of the gross sale goes to Share Care Global to support the less fortunate.
This, you know, I'm emotional about this because you have put, the restaurant industry is hard and you work very, very hard at it, but then you put this component that's wonderful. Stay right here though. We're going to get into the cuisine and what makes everything so special here at Tandoor Indian Restaurant right here in Cooper Creek Boulevard in just a few minutes.
Fresh out of the box, the Alfa Romeo won us over. We went in skeptical and left in awe of this gorgeous machine. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get Debt-Free Now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy, and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-738-9812, 800-738-9812.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
It does things that seem impossible. Feeling like it could change direction while airborne. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Husband is facing murder charges in the death of his wife on an upscale cruise ship. Witnesses say 1 minute they were watching a murder mystery dinner theater, and the next minute they were in a real-life version. ABC's Lindsay Janis has the story.
Overnight, Kenneth Manzanares arraigned, charged with murdering his wife Christy during an Alaskan cruise on the Emerald Princess.
I don't remember the last time we had a murder on a cruise ship in Alaska.
According to an FBI criminal complaint, security officers responded to an incident in the couple's room, finding Christy with a severe head wound, blood on Kenneth's hands and clothing. One passenger telling agents he saw Kenneth dragging the 39-year-old realtor's body toward the balcony.
We don't know what he intended to do once he got her out there.
When asked what happened, Kenneth allegedly telling that passenger, "She would not stop laughing at me." At one point, one of the couple's young daughters running to get help.
She was saying to my sister-in-law, she was saying, "I knew my dad would do this. I knew he would do this."
All 4,500 on board forced to stay put as the ship docked in Juneau. The FBI interviewing more than 200 passengers and crew. This morning, friends back in Utah heartbroken for the couple's 3 daughters who were on the ship with them.
They've lost everything and their world's upside down right now. And we have talked to them and they know that we love them and that we're here for them. And our house is their house and they know that.
On its website, Christy Manzanares' employer, Sotheby's International Realty, saying she loved volunteering at local schools, cheering on her daughters at soccer games, and spending time with extended family.
Now, Kenneth Manzanares is in federal custody. He has not yet entered a plea, but FBI agents say while they were searching for him, he spontaneously said, quote, "My life is over." Newly released video reveals what Venus Williams said just moments after a deadly car crash last month in Palm Beach Gardens. The footage reveals the 78-year-old victim, Jerome Barson, talking to officers after the crash. His wife, Linda, is in the driver's seat. An officer tells the tennis star she was at fault for the accident, but later explains why he wasn't issuing her a ticket.
I will say that you're at fault in this crash, but I'm not citing you for the crash.
because I think you got stuck in the middle of the intersection. So it's one of those situations where you had the right of way, but you kind of lost the right of way.
The Barson family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Williams. They say the body cam video supports their original assessment that she is at fault for the accident. The crash is still under investigation. An update this noon on that fatal tower fire in London. Police say there is reasonable grounds to believe that corporate manslaughter may have been committed. This assessment comes after seizing a huge amount of material and witness statements. At least 80 people died last month when the fire ripped through the public housing high-rise. In New Mexico, the search is on for a beloved mascot of a senior center. A 115-year-old Arizona desert tortoise named Diablo disappeared last week. He belongs to a resident at a senior center in Albuquerque. The resident has said that he has 2 other turtles as well for 35 years, and she says he is not a good pet for someone who doesn't know how to handle him, and she is pleading to the public to help find him. Here at home, a follow-up now on sea turtle nesting on Longboat Key. According to the Observer, the deputy police chief delivered his update on the town's sea turtle nesting ordinance to Longboat Key officials. It includes issues about removing structures such as beach chairs and umbrellas. There have reportedly been at least 12 cases of obstructions where police had to remove and impound the furniture because it disrupted nesting. Requirements for property owners to comply with these laws began in May and end in October. Town officials work with the residents to make changes to the ordinances. This nesting season is the first time the new laws are being enforced. All right, time for a peek at the forecast. Earlier you said Sunday becomes a little messy.
Yes.
Still the case?
It does.
We'll stick with that?
And not just Sunday.
Yeah?
No. A whole period of wet weather comes our way starting Sunday.
Okay.
So we have had dry weather all week long for the most part. You know, a couple of showers around, but for the most part, drier than average. And today the same. And tomorrow will probably be a little wetter than today, but still dry. Then, yes, things change, right? We're looking at Banways on webcam put it into motion. A lot of blue sky out there this morning. We had one passing shower down around Venice, but other than that, just lots of sunshine heating things up. We're now near the 90-degree mark most everywhere on our way to feels like temperatures of 100 to 105. Scattered showers around Arcadia right now. Sea breeze beginning to form, pushing those showers into inland areas with lots of sunshine throughout the remainder of the afternoon. Put the rain chance at about 30%, that moving into inland areas later in the day, and we'll have a daytime high of about 92. As we mentioned, those rain chances double, maybe more, as we head into the next couple of days. We'll talk about that in a second, Ray.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. In consumer news now, SpaceX is becoming one of the most valuable privately held companies in the world. SpaceX recently hit the $21 billion mark. Only about a half dozen companies have ever hit that mark. In December, the company plans to make the first privately funded trip to the moon. Its ultimate goal is to put humans on Mars. Let's check back now with Chef Judy, who is in Cooper Creek at a great restaurant that I've been to. Judy, back to you.
Oh, and I know you love the gluten-free vegetarian lifestyle, so there you go. You're going to find dishes like this. Poonam, let's describe what you've prepared today, because people come from Naples and Tampa just to try your butter chicken.
They do, and my saag paneer. Every Indian restaurant cooks the same way, but we are specialized in our saag paneer and butter sauce. So today I have prepared a saag paneer, which is Indian cheese and a creamy spinach dish.
I love that.
Lamb rogan josh, another very popular dish in my restaurant. Homemade yogurt mango lassi. A grill with a chicken tikka and a haryali chicken. Haryali chicken is chicken marinated in a mint and cilantro. Then we have a fresh baked garlic naan bread. This is a vegan and gluten-free chana masala. It's also very favorite between our vegan community. Eggplant dish, roasted and minced eggplant bharta. World famous butter chicken. And and mango lassi, and we do a full bar now. We have cocktails and wine and beer. Yep.
Now, I want people that are afraid of Indian food being known to be so spicy. That's not necessarily true.
It is not. The food is not spicy hot. It's a spicy flavored. Cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, all those great spices which are good for your health. Turmeric especially, it's used in the cooking of Indian food.
Exactly. And these, you're right. right, anti-inflammatories. But in fact, I have a little cold today, and I said, oh, it's going to be good to have just some of those flavorings. Beautiful herbal tea as well.
It's fresh brewed, spiced Indian tea. We make it in the house twice a day. It's very popular as well. You can have Indian food as spicy as you want, but you can also have it very mild. My butter chicken, you should see on my website or on my Tandoor's Facebook, 6 months old kids love it. They can't have it enough.
See, that's what's important to remember. So you don't have to spice it up. You can if you want to add a little extra heat, but it's all going to be beautiful, delicious flavors with lots of herbs. Cool it down with a mango drink, but go nowhere. We're going to meet your daughter and have a little dessert in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
89 degrees the air temperature. We have a dew point value of 74 and a southwest wind now developed at 8. Westerly components of the wind taking the sea breeze, pushing it inland along with the showers and thunderstorms that accompany that sea breeze. 89 Wauchula and 90 degrees already in Arcadia, Myakka, Parrish, Bradenton at 91, 92 already at Lakewood Ranch. 88 in Northport, 87 in Inglewood, 84 in Punta Gorda. A little cooler in this pocket of the Sun Coast because we've had some showers down there that helped to cool things off a bit. 90 in Venice, 89, as I mentioned, in Sarasota, 87 Longboat Key. So we had these little showers that have moved on through. One early on this morning around the Venice area, Venice and Nokomis, Osprey, round in there. Now we've got some showers all kind of lining up right along the coastline along that sea breeze front, and even a thunderstorm or two has popped up across the region over the last hour or so. These showers now moving toward Arcadia and kind of dying out as they do so. Got about a 30% chance of seeing a few showers around. Not as many showers as we would normally see on a typical summer day. On a typical summer day, it would be lit up from the southern tip of the state all the way up the spine of the state toward Jacksonville. Not happening today. Over the course of the next several days, we're going to do a couple of things to our atmosphere. We're going to moisten things up a lot, so these storms will be pale in comparison to the kind of coverage that we're going to get as we moisten up our atmosphere by Sunday. There are some showers around in the deep south, so if you're traveling to the Atlanta airport, you may want to call ahead and see if there's any airport delays there. So far, nothing severe, though there is the potential for that. In fact, this whole area has the potential, outlined in darker green here, for producing some severe storms. So even Raleigh-Durham Airport, Charlotte airports, D.C. airports all have the potential. we have just standard thunderstorm potential. So as we moisten our atmosphere and we push that high pressure ridge to the south and we sink this trough further south as well, the way our thunderstorms are produced in the atmosphere is going to change. The kind of nature of our thunderstorms and showers is going to change. So instead of getting these sea breeze induced showers and thunderstorms that come in the afternoon and build particularly in inland areas, starting on Sunday, what we're going to see is the generation of multiple showers out in Gulf waters as this trough sinks south. And at almost any time throughout the day, a shower or two will make it on shore. In fact, they're going to become relatively prevalent throughout the day at times, particularly as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 2 or more days before the rains fall, best rain chances inland. Today, the showers come and go. And tomorrow, I think we'll see a few more showers around as we moisten the atmosphere and we start to kind of get into that character of this trough of low pressure producing all of these showers all along that trough. We could get some fairly heavy rainfall as they come in off Gulf waters by the time we get into Monday, and then that could last for several more days. In fact, some computer models suggest we could get 7 days or so of rain. One little area of low pressure out in the Gulf, continue to watch, 20% chance of development, not a big deal. But the rainfall could be. We could get some, 5, maybe 5-inch rainfalls by this time next week. As we head into the work week, 70% chances of rain will not be out of the ordinary. Ray?
Okay, big change on the way. Thank you, John. From the garden to the stage, plenty of choices this weekend. Our Linda Carson has this week's Suncoast Scene.
The Venice Theater presents Zombie Prom.
It's a typical story. Teenage, beautiful young lady falls in love with a school bad boy. Her parents force him to break up. He kills himself by driving his motorcycle into a nuclear reactor, comes back 3 weeks later, dead as a zombie.
Beckett Fan-Miller plays Johnny the Zombie.
At first, he's kind of, a not so nice kind of bad boy, doesn't really care about school, gets the popular girl, but then when he dies, he comes back to life and starts to see that, okay, maybe I need to change because this is my second chance and I want to do better than I did than before.
Zombie Prom is not scary. There's no blood or guts, just singing and dancing. Zombie Prom at the Venice Theater Friday through August 12th. Tell them about it, Johnny.
Fun for the whole nuclear family. It's to die for.
There's something else for the whole family. Incredibello at the historic Oslo Theater. Bello will hold you spellbound.
Sometimes I'm quick changing, sometimes I'm doing illusion, singing, dancing, balancing on a high wire, on a chair on a high wire, on a pole, upside down. Anything that will get people's attention, make them laugh, or make memories.
Saturday is the last day for Incredibello. Don't miss it. And here's another show that's coming to an end. This is it, your final weekend to see what everybody's talking about here at Selby Gardens. The Chagall exhibit will be up through Monday, so don't miss this opportunity to see how great it is.
It's the last chance for people to come in, explore our French Riviera world that we've created here on the grounds, and also to see the masterwork paintings by Marc Chagall before they head back to Jerusalem.
And the Sarasota Cuban Ballet School's onstage presentation Saturday night features Francisco Serrano, home on break from performing for the Royal Ballet in London.
We're doing a suite of Corsair. I'm going to do a pas de deux with Amanda.
And Francisco will be joined by a host of fantastic dancers and a multitude of dances.
It's a wonderful program, one that we mix and do bits and pieces from all the classical ballets and contemporary new pieces that we're going to premiere.
See Francisco and all the other incredible dancers from the Sarasota Cuban Ballet School on stage at the Sarasota Opera House Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Lots of nice choices. Thank you, Linda. Still to come, USC's football coach has some harsh words for one of the most infamous graduates. And how cute can you get? We'll tell you about this Disney-inspired photo shoot after this.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
As a singer-songwriter, it's all about creating high-performance art that moves people. Same is true in making gorgeous cars. Fiat designs it. You're the artist.
Choose your palette just about any color combo inside out. No small wonder, state-of-the-art style Fiat.
Now this moves me. Oh, they're playing my song.
Let the art of Fiat move you at Fiat of Sarasota.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Okay, Sheena, it's your turn to tell us about the desserts that you and your mom serve here at Tandoor.
So we've chosen 3 of our most popular desserts here. We would like to start with the mango ice cream. That one is homemade and fresh mangoes. It's delicious. We serve it to our guests that come in for their birthdays. It's a very popular one.
And what is this?
That's gulab jamun. It is donut dumplings, and it's made with cardamom, rose water. It's very refreshing, very sweet. One of my favorites, personally.
A nice balance after. And this dish?
This is my granddad's recipe. It's called kheer rice pudding, and also made with a little touch of saffron and cardamoms, and it's absolutely delicious.
And rice pudding or mango sorbet are 2 of my favorites. Now, we're going to drive you to the dining page, because really quickly, give us the website of the event.
For the event, please visit sharecareglobal.com, and you can get all the information regarding it.
You can have a fine Indian meal and help others as well. I'm going to tuck into dessert and send it back to you, Ray.
Very nice spot. Okay, thank you, Chef Judy. Talk to you again soon. Entertainment news now. Not a warm welcome from O.J. Simpson's alma mater. USC's head coach says Simpson would not be invited to watch practice. In fact, he says the school decided against welcoming him back, the former Heisman Trophy winner. Simpson was a guest at a USC practice in Florida back in 2002 around the Orange Bowl, but now it's all changed. He's set to be paroled in October after spending 9 years in a Nevada prison for robbery. Prince William is hanging up his flying jacket. The heir to the British throne has completed his final shift as an air ambulance helicopter pilot. He's been flying medical crews to emergencies for about 2 years now. The 35-year-old is now planning to focus more on his formal duties as future king.
Welcome to the world inside your phone.
Two very different movies this week in the theaters. The Emoji Movie should make about $20 to $30 million at the box office, but it has to be the high end of that range for a chance to top Dunkirk as the weekend's top movie. And Charlize Theron is the female James Bond in Atomic Blonde. She plays a British spy fighting and shooting her way through the end of the Cold War. Analysts expect the action flick to debut in the low 20 millions. And these may be the cutest photos you see all afternoon. A photo shoot featuring babies dressed as Disney princesses is going viral on social media. All of the classic animated princesses are here, from Cinderella to Snow White and Jasmine. The shoot was orchestrated by Karen Marie of Belly Beautiful Portraits. She says she was inspired by the characters' tales of love and heroism. This session took about 8 hours to complete. Looks like very willing models from this point, but I bet it wasn't all that smooth.
Yeah, that's really cute.
That is cute. I saw cute. I saw cute in the newsroom. I saw one of our director's 3-year-old sons petting Stephanie's little dog.
Oh,
that was cute.
How adorable is that?
That was a picture right there.
Oh, whose son?
Dave Levy's.
Oh, cool.
Our director. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. Big movie night probably over the course of the next 4 or 5 days, though, as the rainfall starts to move in.
Yeah.
Could be heavy at times if you've got things that you need to do around the house. Well, you probably want to do that today or tomorrow.
Good weekend for that, huh? All right. Well, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you first thing Monday morning on Good Morning Suncoast.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.